Good afternoon. How are we? Today is day 2 of our cybersecurity times or terminologies challenge. As we promised, every day we'll be releasing one terminology for 30 days or beyond that. So today, even though I made mention of something, this is still in line with that of yesterday, which is authentication. So today the next terminology is multi-factor authentication. So as I earlier discussed in the other yesterday video, I spoke about authentication. I told you authentication is all about confirmation of an identity. So the same thing, multi-factor authentication, that's MFA, this is also a form of authentication which require two or more layers or two or more evidence, distinct types of evidence before you be granted access, or in a standard form. This is a process it's a process, it's a security process of requiring user to provide two or more distinct evidence or factors to verify their identity. So user must will be presented with, or will be asked to present two different forms of identity before he will be given an access. For example, now you have a pin which is possessed by you. Then maybe when you put your pin, before it will now open, you will be sent a token. So pin plus token, or pin plus OTP, or biometric plus OTP, or biometric plus token, is what means that's multi-factor authentication, the MFA. So now the categories of NFA. In categories, we have what we call knowledge. Knowledge is just trying to tell you that what is being possessed by you, or what you know, which is just like your password, your PIN, or some security questions, is knowledge, what you know. Then we also have possession. In possession, we are talking about user control, such as your smartphone, your code app, your hardware token, smart cards. These are possession. Then we have inheritance, which is like biometric data unique to user, such as fingerprint, facial recognition, iris scan. Then we have location. There are times that you see maybe your GPS network, your network-based data, all these ones. This is how they are categories of authentication. Then, if the way I rightly explained, now how does it work? This work by entering your username and password. Then the system will now prompt you an independent verification means, which is either token or OTP. Then when you provide and it is correct, the authenticator will now give you access to your program or to the system. For example, now we have Google authenticators in your phone. Maybe you want to log in an email or something like that. You see that if you are using a new phone or a device that your email was not being logged in, before you do that, you need to give to be authenticated before giving access or send an OTP. And one of these multiple factor authentication is this two-step verification, which is this in your WhatsApp or Facebook. This is what so many people lacks in their social media handles. Once you don't turn it on and you have not set it, that's why it is very easy for you. See that there is this prominent, as in every day. Often people complain that they have hacked their phone. because you don't have that 2FA, that is two-step verification, factor verification. So you need to activate that two-step verification. You need to activate that in order to what? Increase the layer of security. The aims of all these things is to increase the layer of your security, meaning that hacker cannot just like that have access to your device or your infrastructure and what have you. There must be an added layer of security before you'll be able to have access to a particular system. You're required to give more evidences that you are the right owner of that device or system. So it is advisable in this era of either social media or the way we are online these days, or things are now becoming smart. You need to turn on your two-step verification, or two-step verification, or some people call it two-factor verification, depending on how you call it. Or you have Google, we have Google authenticators. All these things are things that will help you anytime there is anything that your system or your device sense anything that is far from normal. It will alert. Once the questions or the information are not aligned, it will not give access to have to open the system. So two-factor verification is very, very important today. I don't want to broadly explain it, otherwise I could have explained it, even though we have not come to encryption. So I don't want to take you far in that aspect. So all these things we are just trying to talk about. All these things in cybersecurity, they still work in terms of trying to ensure the genuinity of a user before having access to any infrastructure. So thank you very much for your time. If you have any question or you need any clarification in any of these terminologies I'm explaining, please DM me. By the grace of God, I will respond to you. Or if you have any advice or any suggestions, are welcome. Thank you very much for your time, and Ramadan Kareem. Cheers. I remain your own, your digital doctor, Dr. Abdul Muttalib Abdullahi. Thank you very much for your time.